The tornado that struck Columbus earlier this year has prompted city leaders to move quickly to get storm shelters built. Right now, the city has no storm shelters. Now that leaders have the go-ahead for FEMA-approved shelters, they are planning on changing that. This morning, a team from Columbus visited Chickasaw County to walk through the shelters and the process for getting them. Our Allie Martin joined them and has more.
As Chickasaw County's EMA director, Linda Griffin knows what it takes to get FEMA-approved storm shelters in the area.
Okay, if you got a back door and you put your shelter over here where there's not an exit door, they look at stuff like that.
Griffin is helping Columbus city leaders navigate the paperwork and process to get their own shelters.
We have 33 locations, fire departments, governmental buildings, voting precincts, that we have these set up.
Griffin took the Columbus team on a tour of 2 Chickasaw County storm shelters. Since 2003, Griffin has applied for the storm shelters. FEMA picks up 75% of the cost. 6-foot by 12-foot shelters feature 6-inch thick concrete walls. They are brought to a site, strapped into the ground, and are ready to use. Griffin is giving Columbus leaders many helpful insights.
You have to take in consideration, parking available, and make sure you have enough parking for everybody that's going to utilize this building, and no major highways they have to cross to get to it, or a railroad service. It has to be easy access for the community as well as those stationed here at the departments.
Columbus city leaders are adopting a similar strategy. They want to place these storm shelters at fire stations across the city to keep first responders and the public safe, and then to help emergency personnel be ready to respond as quickly as possible after a weather event.
For years, we've looked at the approach of one facility, and you question where to put that necessarily. And then we heard this approach that Chickasaw County has and really thought it was an interesting take to spread them throughout the city. And that way more people can get to it. But secondly, those people who protect our citizens, our first responders, need to be protected as well. If they can't get out in the field, then how can they do their job?
Columbus has 5 fire stations in the city. Each fire station will get 2 shelters, and 1 station will get 3. Paperwork could be submitted in a couple of weeks, and the shelters could be in place next year. In Chickasaw County, Allie Martin, WCBI News.
And each shelter has a price tag of about $5,000. Mayor Robert Smith says the city will apply for more shelters each year.